Well, as usual, I will always say, I will always introduce my name and stuff like that. But in this particular time, I don't think it's really necessary to do that in every video. So I'm taking the time out to actually not to do that in the video. But as you can see before you, I got my three Deshaun Jackson jerseys, and I got on my Alshon Jeffrey number 17 jersey. Cause these are the last couple of guys that, let's just say, I had a lot of respect for, but sometimes you gotta make a change and do what is necessary for the football team itself, because for all the drama that has coexisted in the Philadelphia Eagles organization, all the drama, all the non-talking, all the rumors going on about such and such player being released, being traded, or being cut by the Philadelphia Eagles, I think it's time I took a time out to not say my name at this particular time. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with none other than Deshaun Jackson, the Philadelphia Eagles all-time leading receiver. If you guys remember, back in 2014, what I want to say, Deshaun Jackson had a career high in yards and touchdowns by an Eagles history. That record still stands. I think it's like 1,670 some yards, 10 touchdowns in one season. And if you guys remember now, 2014, the Eagles had Michael Vick, and they had Nick Foles at the particular time when Nick Foles was still young and completing balls over the middle of the field. Deshaun Jackson caught a whole bunch of balls in one game. If you guys remember, in the game against the Minnesota Vikings, a game that we did lose, Nick Foles started in that game, and Deshaun Jackson had like 200 and some yards receiving, 2 or 3 goals in that game, which is a career high for a receiver, and them yards still stands at the particular time. I think it'd be a long time before the Eagles have a receiver that catch over 200 yards. So they catch over 89 catches over 200 some yards, 2 or 3 scores in the game. That record still stands. It'll be a long time before the Eagles have a quarterback that can throw 7 scores in one game. Also against the Raiders way back in the 2000 and Chip Kelly. I mean, way back in the late 2000, Chip Kelly's first 3 years as an Eagles head coach. But like I said, Deshaun Jackson had like 7,000 yards in Eagles history. Not to mention those 4 games. I think the game against the Washington Redskins and Deshaun Jackson's return in 2018, he had like 150 yards, 2 scores, and he caught all these balls from Carson Wentz. But since then, he has not been able to put together a 100-yard receiving game since that particular time. Because, like I said, there's an Eagle 91 said in the recent video that he made, he has had less than 100 yards receiving, but he had like 50, 60, 70, and 80 yards off 2 or 3 catches. So if you add all those yards up and the touchdown scores, it's like 3 or 4 scores that he has scored in that particular time. And like I said, over 300 yards receiving if you add them all together. But man, he will be missed. Deshaun Jackson, I think he was released yesterday, what I believe. But before that, Carson Wentz was traded. I think Carson Wentz was traded Wednesday, and they released Deshaun Jackson, I think Friday, yesterday. So now, not too many guys left to release, but there's going to be a house cleaning. And like I said, I got my Alshon Jeffrey jersey on, and I'm sure he's the next one to be released or traded, because see, he came back last year, and I think he got like 200 yards in all the games that he had played in. I think he played like 3 or 4 games this past season, and had less than 200 yards receiving because he caught a lot of balls from Jalen Hurts, and he caught one or two passes from Carson Wentz. So if you look at all of that, he came back healthy, and so he probably going to be released. I don't think he's going to be traded because the fact is, Alshon Jeffrey is over 30 years old. He's no longer the receiver he used to be. So sometimes it's time for a change. And the Eagles got a lot of young receivers that they drafted the previous year. And out of all the guys, he only had one guy, and that was Fulgham. And Fulgham had like 200 yards receiving last year before he was put aside for Alshon Jeffrey. So a lot to be said there. And now Wentz now traded to the Indianapolis Colts. We got to worry about that now. And so everybody got their all personal companion or personal thought about Jalen Hurts. Now, let's get it this way. Jalen Hurts has not done anything shocking to me. The only thing he did was woke up the offense and made the offense play better than what they played all season. But it didn't make no difference because the simple fact is, everything was done according to play calling. And so now with Carson Wentz out the fold, now you got Hurts that's going to take over going forward now. But see, they already said that it's going to be a quarterback competition. And it was supposed to happen with Wentz. But now since Wentz is now out the picture, like I said earlier in the video, you only got now him that's going to take the reins. But the question is, can he take the reins? Because we still don't know what type of offense that Nick Sirianni is going to put out there. We want to know what type of style defense that he's going to put out there. Special teams going to put out there. So all the coaches that was here from the old regime, all of them are gone. And some of them have taken part in other teams' hirings, with the Detroit Lions hiring 2 or 3 of the former Eagles coaching staff. So some of them guys are happy to get out. Some of them guys are glad they're gone. But it just so much has happened between during the season and during the off season. And so now we're all hanging in the threads and such. It's just crazy that all this stuff has transpired, and I'm glad that it's about to be put to an end, because see, now we still got a few players that got to be released, and some guys still got to figure out their contracts. So a lot of people saying that BG is on the release block. I don't think he should be released, because of the fact that he did his contract, or he got a new contract rather, this past off season. And so will he get a reduced rate? I don't know. Fletcher Cox did his contract. We did his contract during the season. So will he take a pay cut again? I don't know. But overall, if you look at the whole situation and how everything has went on between the bench of Carson Wentz and to the player who was on the field before other players returned, you can blame nothing but Howie Roseman on that situation, because see, Howie Roseman is not a guru when it comes to drafting players and getting rosters together. That's not his forte. His forte is contract negotiations. That's all he's supposed to be dealing with, and he shouldn't even have no interference when it comes to drafting players and bringing players in through free agency, because that's why we're in the situation that we are in now. You know what I'm saying? And when the Eagles won a Super Bowl back in 2017 season, they let a few veterans go, and I don't understand why they not finished that trend. A lot of guys that were older, they should just let released, let them go. Why sign players to new contracts when they are over their limit for their age and productivity? Fletcher Cox still playing at a higher level. BG still playing at a higher level. So the contract really really revolves around them. And then you got to think about Jason Kelsey, who contemplating retirement, and he's been contemplating retirement for the past 3 years now. You know what I'm saying? After the Eagles won the Super Bowl, he contemplating retirement after the Super Bowl. So you got to look at all of that. Is he still going to retire this year? Is he still going to be a part of this organization? No one knows. It's still up in the air with him. But he is a future Hall of Fame center. And all the things that he has done for the Eagles organization, from being on the front line, calling the correct plays, the correct blocking plays, to protect the quarterbacks that were there, Carson Wentz, Donovan McNabb, Michael Vick, and Jalen Hurts, and other quarterback, and Nick Foles, or other quarterbacks that Adam came. Kelsey had played with five quarterbacks, 5 different quarterbacks. I just named them all. You know what I'm saying? Foles, Vick, McNabb, Hurts, and Wentz. The man played with 5 different quarterbacks. So that's a pretty good resume. And if you look at all the yards that he has kept these quarterbacks upright, as of 15 to 20,000 yards that he has protected over that time, from his drafting up until the 11 years he's been with the Philadelphia Eagles. It's been 11 years. That's a long time with one team. You know what I'm saying? Jason Peters, another guy that played at a high level up until 2017. 16. Because 2015, 2013 and 14, he got hurt. I remember that. He didn't play none in 13 and 14. 15, he came back and played good. 16, he came back and played good. 17, the year he went out with an injury. And since that last final injury, that last final knee injury that he hadn't been the same ever since. So sometimes injuries can play an effect to your productivity. And so that is the reason why that Kelsey hadn't been the same. Yeah, Kelsey, but Peters haven't been the same since. And so overweight also plays a part in that, because he was known as the bodyguard. That's his name tag, the bodyguard. So now he made a video back here a month or two ago talking about he won't be back with the Philadelphia Eagles no time soon, but he want to play this one more year. All the time I see him playing one more year, he may play one more year with another team, but he gonna be a backup. Nothing more than a backup, because teams can't trust him for at that. And the contract that he got with the Eagles, like I said, he had a 3-year deal. I mean, a $3 million contract of 1 year, and they gave him another deal to play left tackle, $6 million. So he got some of that money. I said about $3 or $4 million of that money he did get, but the other $2 million he won't be getting back because the Eagles let him go. He's now no longer Philadelphia Eagles, and he thought playing one more year. You know, maybe. He do got a Super Bowl ring, but he got that on the injury reserve. He didn't get that as a starter. So now a lot of questions are still in the air for the Philadelphia and what they plan on doing going forward, because they got to fix the offensive line, they got to fix the defensive line to figure out who they're gonna keep and let go. They gotta do better with the cornerback situation, defense DBs, because they gotta figure out who's gonna be the starter other than Darius Slay. They gotta put someone opposite him, because Darius Slay is 30 years old. He got about 2 or 3 more years left in the league before the Eagles decided to let him go, and he got a 2-year contract. I mean, he got 2 more years left on the deal that he signed with Detroit. So you gotta look at all the possibility of how the team is gonna look like between now and 2022, because we don't know what's gonna happen going forward. Again, Deshaun Jackson was released by the Philadelphia Eagles yesterday, which was Friday, and he has given his remarks and for thanking the fans and the Philadelphia Eagles organization for all his time that he played with the Eagles, from his drafting year up until him returning back to the Eagles back in 2018. So you gotta look at that. Carson Wentz also gave a thank you note, but a lot of people at this point really don't care about Carson Wentz because of the way he played last year and the way he been acting during the off season. So you gotta look at all that. But I ain't got nothing against Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? The guy was a good quarterback to me, and I wish that he had the audacity to speak to the organization and speak to the fan base and let him know what his feeling was, and that's what he failed to do. So that's a question mark there. But now since he gone with the Colts, he not out of the Eagles' hair. They ain't got to worry about him no more. But they still on the salary cap of this $38.8 million contract, 38.8 that's currently owed to him, which is dead money to the Eagles. So the Eagles got to figure out some way to get that money out to him, so they won't be in a cap hell when 2021 comes. When 2021 comes to an end. So a lot to be said and done with this organization. The rumors, all that been brewing, and so wow, I mean, so much has happened. So much has happened. And like I said, I'm wearing Alshon Jeffery jersey because the fact is that it's gonna be the final time that I'm probably gonna wear a Deshaun Jackson jersey, and probably be the last time that I wear this man's jersey. You know what I'm saying? I may wear him time to time, but you won't see him no time soon. Football you're still gonna see though, because it has the Philadelphia Eagles logo on it, and it has the name on the other side. So, and history as well. So, but other than that, I figured I should make this video because, like I said before, Deshaun Jackson, he's gone. Alshon Jeffers is next on the chopping block, and we got other guys that's gonna be released or get contracts redone. We don't know. So this is your boy, the Green Talons, coming at you with a video that I feel it to be made. Peace, one love.